I'm so mad my headphones aren't good quality enough for you.
They're better now. It sounds a lot better now than when you first started.
Well, no, I'm not on my headphones. I'm just on my speakerphone.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess I won't see the chat though, right?
It's all right. I'll keep you updated.
Let me see if I did this before. I think when me and Cody did it. I think I can watch Twitch still and just keep the volume down.
Well, we're live, so figure it out.
Well, you can hear me, so hello. Did you lose me?
No, you're still there. We got the music playing.
Oh, it's a big one.
Just another game for the AFC North. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Bowl 36 featuring Heroes Cleveland Browns versus Little Alex's Washington football team. I am your standard Super Bowl play-by-play CMass, and I am joined here in the booth by the current Super Bowl champion, Steele, with his Pittsburgh Steelers. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm gonna soak this in for the last hour. And I'm the current Super Bowl champ.
Last hour, current Super Bowl champ, and then we go ahead and close the book on season 36. And it's been a very solid season for both of these users. We see, Hero making his way back to the Super Bowl after season one, winning it all. And now it's a rematch of that first Super Bowl. And Cleveland's going to take the ball first. We'll get your thoughts on this offense. This is a steal play right here, if I've ever seen one. First and 10, it is going to be a play action. Some pressure coming off the edge, but picked up well. He got wide, throws it wide under pressure, and just a great catch there by Levitt. Oh, what a big juke. He's got some speed, but Apke's got some speed as well. Brings him out of bounds. Great start from Cleveland down the 19-yard line.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. I'm pretty sure Alex is thinking he's going to just run the ball and, dink and dunk. But this is what you want to come out and be a little bit aggressive here and there.
Somehow Austin still has in-game commentary on. Like, what, is this amateur hour, bro? That's like the first thing I turn off when I pull up Matt. Nick Chubb gets the carry, already breaking a tackle, and then brought down short of the first down, but great start to the game. Let's get your keys before the next play gets in. What's the keys for this Cleveland offense, and then on the opposite side, this Washington defense?
Don't turn it over, but you got to be a little bit of aggressive. Like, you can't just sit here and hope to get threes because, Alex is more than likely going to score some kind of points every drive.
And then this Washington defense?
I think you just stop the run first, make Hero throw.
And off the Chubb, it looked like if it wasn't a run commit, it was all a blitz. And then he's going to be short of that first down. Now it is a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, I mean, Hero doesn't want to, sling it 30, 40 times a game. He wants to give Chubb his carries and let him eat. So, Alex has to just key in on that and not get too aggressive.
Can't blame him here. And he is just selling out for the run right now. He's got 6 people on the defensive line. It is still going to be a handoff. Chubb gets that first down easily. And now we've got ourselves our 1st and goal from the 7-yard line, and it's going to be a hurry up. You know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? Baker Mayfield is a pistol formation. He's got 3 wide receivers on the left-hand side, 1 receiver to the right-hand side. Looks like it's going to be a Hero special RPO outside to Lang. Lang, does he have the speed to get away from it? He does, and that's going to be short of the first down, and now 2nd and goal from the 1.
Yeah, and that's good. That's what he was doing against me in the AFC Championship game. Hurrying up when he sees a defense he likes if he
Mm-hmm.
catches you in it. So I like that little wrinkle that he's added.
Yeah, if he sees you completely sold out for the run, he'll quickly go back to an audible to an RPO. Another RPO, he's going to hand it off to Chubb, and Chubb easily gets in for the touchdown.
Solid play. That's a great first drive from Hero. It's nice being up, at the beginning of the game.
Just kind of a little bit of relaxation now. I think that first play of the game really set the tone for him. From him to be able to go ahead and get a big like 40 or 50 yard pass, whatever it was, it would get across midfield. It just kind of, you have a little bit of pressure going into the Super Bowl, and I feel like that just kind of let the air out a little bit. And now he's up 7-0. Washington's just like, oh shit, here we go again.
No, I mean that's how it is. I like to do that, get a little bit of a big chunk play there, and then you kind of just methodically move your way down, get the touchdown. But I don't think the game really starts till somebody either turns the ball over or pass the punt. So let's see what Alex does here on his answering drive.
Yeah, we'll get your keys for the this side of the ball here in a second. We got Lamar Jackson shotgun formation. This is going to be hand off to Gibson. Gibson got some good blocking, makes that one-man miss, and then brought down by number 90. Short of the first down, but a good run nonetheless. Keys to the game for this Washington offense and then Cleveland defense.
It's very simple. Just do what got you here. I mean, you're undefeated on the year. You haven't really had too many close games. Just keep leaning on Lamar in the run game.
Lamar drops back. Go. Yeah, I love this play. And he's just going to go ahead and run it and easily gets the first down and more, and then gets out of bounds. Keys to this Cleveland defense to slow down Gibson and Lamar Jackson.
Just can't over pursue with the on the runs because he's going to spin back on you, and you got to watch Lamar. I know it sucks like putting a spy on him, but you're not going to probably get a sack on him. So don't waste rushing all those people.
Lamar Jackson drops back, clean pocket. He wants the man underneath. He's going to, wow. And that's what happened against the Saints team. That defensive line just kept swatting the ball down at the line. Able to overcome it in the NFC Championship game, but tough to there. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and that's just, bad blocking. Sometimes they get those like instant sheds. It looked like a screen pass how they got in so fast.
2nd and 10, drops back. He wants that tight end. It's not there. He's going to go ahead and use escape artist. I thought he was going to bounce to the left. He bounces it to the right over to Mike Evans. Mike Evans tries to spin move and then brought down by number 23. That's going to be short. That's going to be a couple yards, and then 3rd and 7 now. Big 3rd down.
Yeah, it's just a play that Lamar only can make. I think if he waits a little bit, he gets out a little bit farther, he has like a guy about 10 yards deeper.
3rd and 7 here. Lamar Jackson. This is our first 3rd down of the game here. Making a few adjustments. It is going to be hand off to Gibson. I thought with that 3-down lineman, he might. And then that's an easy first down. I know you're similar in my thought process, man. Even if it's like a 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, if it's a 3-down lineman with nobody else in the box, I'm not scared to run it.
No, especially whenever you can go for it on 4th down and you have Lamar. I mean, 4th and 1 with Lamar is almost automatic.
Yeah. And then Gibson then is brought down. Where was that the play before? Now it's a 2nd and 9. Dan says faster than Usain Bolt behind the line of scrimmage. I'm assuming he's referring to Lamar Jackson. And it was weird because it looks like he's going to bounce to the left. Uh-oh, this is a steal formation here. Let's see if he runs that play.
No. Get Justin out of here.
He did it against Justin, and it is the play. He makes a few adjustments, though. And wow, George Kittle just really didn't want that catch there. Would have been way too easy. So now a 3rd and 9, unfortunate animation.
George Kittle just, seeing the spotlights in the Super Bowl and getting a little nervous. And he had to play for that, Ryan-led team for a little bit. Now he's getting a little shaky.
I still have PTSD from my Ryan game. 3rd and 9, Lamar Jackson shotgun formation. He's making an adjustment to George Kittle. He is going to drop back. It is a clean pocket. He could escape right there. He does escape, and he's got one last man to miss, and he's going to side short, and it's going to be a 4th and 1, and I expect him to go for this.
Yeah, this is a big play right here, and I mean, there's a lot of time left, so obviously, this isn't the end make or break, but,
sure.
For Hero, this is huge. If he can get a stop here and go down and get another touchdown.
Your expectation,
great way to
do you think it's just going to be a handoff to Gibson, or do you think it's a pass play?
I think it's a pass play. Just have an option with Lamar.
Yeah. Short route, if not, just run it.
Yeah, something
along those lines. And just getting to hand off to Gibson, and he tries to dive and doesn't get it. That's a turnover on downs. Huge play by Cleveland defense.
Great using by Hero. Great. I'm 99% sure he just took whoever's 44. Is that Jamin Davis?
It is.
I think he just took him in there, came right at the line. Bad play call. I don't like that when you have Lamar.
I mean, he tried that glitchy dive, which works really well at the goal line, and it's just a solid play there by Hero. And I think he really expected it, and so you missed it there as a 4-yard handoff there to Gibson for those who are watching the replay, which is everybody but me
Yeah,
and you, basically.
yeah, that's just rough. I mean, great usering there, but you got to put it in Lamar's hands and give yourself an option on a pass or run with Lamar.
I'm surprised we don't see, and I was saying this to Alex, Big Alex, when you have a mobile quarterback and you have more quarterback yourself, like why we don't do more play action rollouts and just if that first or second read's not there, just keep running. I'm surprised. I did it season 1 with Lamar all the time, and it's 100% legal, so I'm not sure why they don't do it anymore. Levin's going to hit the dump down there. It's going to be short of the first down, but Baker starting off 3 for 3, and here comes the hurry up. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun formation. He's got Nick Chubb in the backfield. He's got Austin Hooper over the right-hand side. His tight end number 1 over to the left-hand side. That's Levin's a drafted player. He's going to be hand off to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb makes one-man miss, and he's got open field, and then he breaks another tackle. He's got one last man to beat, and Wilcox able to go ahead and bring him down to the 33-yard line.
Chubb's just a different animal, man. Like he's just a bell cow, and he's able to take over the whole game. And if you can't stop Chubb, good luck. Trying to stop Hero.
That was weird. My computer just like freaked out.
You say, did I lose
you still
you?
hear me? Yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
Anyways, Baker Mayfield on a shotgun for my computer, my camera's frozen too. I'll fix it in a second. 5 seconds left. He is able to get it off. He once wide, covered well. I think he's just gonna throw this one away. Oh, why pop back open after the user went for it and then brought down inbounds. Great job. He is just hunched over and silent. Y'all can't hear me?
You're a little bit behind me now.
That's all right. I'll refresh it.
But yeah, you can't. I don't like when you only have one person there going for the clicking the right stick in. You got to let that. You got to let that guy just cover, and if Baker takes off, Baker takes off. But you can't give up those easy pass plays.
Throws it outside to Levins. Levins trying to get in and try to do the spin move, not able to do so. Brought down. Starting off 5 for 5. Another hurry up, and for whatever reason, my camera's not working.
Yeah, he's catching him in this base defense, and it looks like he wants those little short passes out of it.
I mean, we've seen every time he looks like he's selling out for the run, he's audible or hurrying up and then going with an RPO. 2nd and 5 here. Formation you're very familiar with. Hands it off to Chubb. Chubb tries to bring it to the outside. Does have some speed and then brought down by number 14, Desmond King, former Purdue Boilermaker. Your camera's stuck with you looking dead, though. Yeah, I think I fixed it, though. Let me know if, for whatever reason, you have an issue with everything else. I don't know. Everything just kind of froze for a second. 3rd and 5. Baker Mayfield. It's a big third down here for Washington. You got to get a stop here. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if you just run it up the gut. It is a handoff up the gut and just easy first down. He tried to dive and wow, delayed tackle there by John Johnson, but able to go ahead and get that big first down.
Yeah, Hero's reading that cutback. He's hitting that inside zone, and he's hitting that cutback right behind that like wall of offensive linemen. He's reading the holes really well. It looks like Hero's like 100% locked in. Alex got to do something different.
No surprise that he's absolutely locked in, and I feel like ever since that first playoff run for a Super Bowl, he's just been so confident.
If you tell somebody to S my D, I mean, they lock in.
Rolls out. He has a wide open, throws into him, and that is touchdown, Austin Hooper.
That's just rough. That's a Madden thing that they get. Like those corner routes at the end zone, if you run cover 2, they're just wide open.
Oh. That's the first read for many, many, many users.
Oh, yeah. I don't like running cover 2 down at the goal line. It's just not a viable defense.
I mean, and can you believe that hike and haul there? I'm just kidding. Here comes that point.
Hey, we lean left or lean right. Lean left, lean right.
It's roaming and hauling, if you ask me. Dan with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, Dan. I appreciate you. And we just popped up to 20 viewers. So thank you all so much for being here. Let's see if we can get some shout outs in here. We got Big Alex, we got Cody, we got King, we got Dan, we got Dirk Diggler. We've got Lauren in here. No, is Lauren here? From Slack, thank you so much. Justin's in here, Morty, Steele's in here anyway. Top Madden's in here. We got a couple extras. Cloud, thank you so much. A couple people not familiar with Petitius. Thank you so much for being in here. PB Slayer, thank you so much for being in here. Violets TV. Make sure y'all hit that follow button so you don't miss any more action here. And this might be a play action. Lamar Jackson making a few adjustments here, because I used to call a play out of this pistol formation to be a play action rollout to the left-hand side. Gibson able to go ahead and be brought down, and then that's going to be a couple yard gain there for Gibson. So far, been bottled up pretty good.
Yeah, I think Alex is probably under the mindset like, I'm trying to slow it down. I want to score and not give Hero much time so I can get the ball back at half and score. But I think if I'm him, I want to score as fast as possible. If Hero scores again, he scores again. But
if I'm him, I'm just trying to score, period. I don't care how fast or it's slow. Drops back, and I'm not seeing anybody open, so I would just go ahead and take off here with Lamar Jackson, get a few yards, able to go ahead and get that first down easily. Grant Delpit able to push him out of bounds, 1st and 10.
Yeah, it was a good play. I think he's getting a little nervous because he did have the tight end a little bit open, but, that's not a bad idea when you have Lamar to take off instead of risking the throw.
Cody says this is exactly what Hero needed to do. I think Alex presses a bit when he's down, although I feel like little Alex has matured a little bit, and I feel like he will settle in and probably make it a game again. But right now, it is a 2nd and 10 after that first down with no gain.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's only a second drive. You would like to see points in that first drive, but it is only a second drive. Let's see what he needs to score something here, though.
Play action, familiar play, throws it up to the tight end. George Kittle able to go ahead and bring that one in. A little risky, didn't possession catch it, but able to go ahead and get it in regardless. And I'm going to hurry up here. Lamar Jackson shotgun formation's got 2 leverage receivers to the left-hand side. It's got George Kittle and Mike Evans to the right-hand side. Antonio Gibson, the 99 overall running back, drops back. That is a flag on the play. I think it's an offsides, but one of the defensive players, and then Lamar Jackson just gets absolutely sandwiched. And it is an offsides by Jadeveon Clowney, and that's going to be a 1st and 5.
They have the weirdest penalties in Madden. That's a different tangent for a different time, but I feel like one team gets a majority of penalties in a game.
It's tough. Although it always pisses me off when it's an offsides or something like that on a CPU.
Yeah,
and he had his Mike Evans just sitting in the middle of the field, butt naked. So that was a tough read, but now it's a 2nd and 5 here. Alex says, how many 9 overalls are playing in this game? We got Chubb, we got Jackson, we got Gibson, we got Kittle. Garrett, maybe?
I think Garrett
first down on the wheel. Yeah, Garrett. Not Greedy. Denzel might
Ward?
be close. Yeah, Denzel Ward might be close. Missed the dig.
I know those linebackers
He sure did. Hand off to Gibson, and Gibson brought down very quickly by this Cleveland defensive line. And defense is tough in this game. And obviously, you play them twice a year, just like I do. But this Browns defense is just tough. We saw it last Madden. We see it this Madden. It's just so tough to play against this defense. Jackson drops back, dumps it underneath the Samuel. Samuel's brought down, and that's going to be a 3rd and long still, 3rd and 6 for this team. And you got to think he's got to get this, and this might be 4 down territory if he gets at least a few yards.
I don't know. I don't think I press yet. I think you still take the field goal because, you still need to play defense. So you got a whole half here. Depending on what this play is.
3rd and 6
I'm not
in this formation kind of throws me off. He drops back. He wants the drag. It's not there. He's going to go ahead and throw it upfield. That's an interception. Denzel Ward in the end zone, able to go ahead and pick that one off. Just go down. And he brings it out now down at the 1-yard line. Huge play by this Cleveland team. And little Alex, just like Cody said, pressing a little bit there.
Yeah, he seems timid to play. He's not throwing. He's throwing a bunch of drags, a bunch of he's getting out of his own stuff, and everything's short. He's just in his head, it feels like.
I don't like that adjustment there. It makes it obvious that you're passing the ball here. He drops back. As why? He just rolls out, and he just needs to get the yard he can to throw it out of bounds. And risky taking a hit there. That could have been a fumble 6, but instead it is 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it was a little. We'll give a little roam there, but nothing egregious. But yeah, I think right here is going to try to look in the flat, which is a little scary. But if he has the time, he'll hit those guys about 15, 20 yards deep. So you can't overplay the flat.
He's just absolutely stacking this line right now, and he's going to let it go to the 2-minute warning, I'm guessing.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah. 2 seconds left, 1 second left. He is going to go ahead and let that one go. 2nd and 8 here. We got the 2-minute warning. Cleveland up 14-0. I'm not sure Washington in this entire cycle has ever been shut out for a half. The historian Dan might have to look into that, but I would be very shocked if Washington has ever been shut out for a half. Baker Mayfield making a few adjustments. He wants that dig underneath, but if he's using Apke, that's going to be bottled up. I think he's just bringing Apke to the line there just to make it seem like he's blitzing. I don't think he's actually coming. A few more adjustments here. Drops back. Yep, fakes it. A's not there. He's going to go ahead and dump it down, and then Levens is going to be short. But, you know, the clock's ticking, and I'm okay with that. I'd let it run down as low as I could, and if you get this first down, great. If you don't, go ahead and pump that
Yeah,
ball.
that's Hero loves those little zig routes. Get you
Yeah,
going
who
one way,
doesn't?
coming back out. So that he's going to put one of those out there, and he's going to put his running back into the flat. So let's say though, you got to watch because he'll hit those 15-yard passes, but
Well, I'm not sure how I feel about this play
I'm going to
call.
guess this is an RPO. He'll audible in an RPO if it's there. I would imagine this is going to be just a Chubb run.
I would just run it with Chubb, and if you get it, you get it. Although he might go with that RPO there. Making a few more adjustments. 5 seconds left, and that's the. Oh, it is going to be a play action. Here comes the pressure. Able to avoid it and then go ahead and goes out of bounds. Great
Wow.
job by Cleveland there. And now you still have all 3 timeouts in the mid 12, which is an eternity in Madden.
Yeah, and I think I want to stay aggressive here. You go up 21-0 on the undefeated Washington team. I mean, that's huge because here Alex gets the ball at half. Like, if you have to punt at the end of here or settle for a field goal isn't terrible, but like a punt, I would feel like is a loss here.
Somebody's printing. Becca must have snuck in behind me. All of a sudden, I heard the printer going. Nobody's open. Let's go ahead and throw this one away. Oh, he forced it, in my opinion, but is able to go ahead and get away with that one. Good play there by Cleveland. That's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, that's that. Baker's able to get out of the pocket, and it looks like a lot of these crossing routes. So if I'm Alex, I'm trying to watch like if he has these trips on the left side, like just use it over on the right side. They're gonna be there. They're gonna come over.
You know, he's done a few times where that's worked for him. He rolls out, has the pressure come to him, and he dumps it underneath. Next time, if he does that, I'm usering it. I'm faking coming after the quarterback and going backwards. I think he'll be able to get a user pick out of that.
Oh yeah, as long as he doesn't right click.
A few adjustments here. Do you click off for tackles?
It depends on who. Like
Okay.
Chubb, no, because they juke everybody out.
And that's a risky throw. And he's going to go ahead and throw a field. And what a
Oh
lucky break.
my!
Washington, I know little Alex is frustrated there, not getting that pick there. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Way too risky of a throw, in my opinion. You got everything going your way. Why force it to double coverage to Austin Hooper, who's not even that great of a tight end?
No, this is where you. Sometimes Hero gets like he gets away from Hero ball, and
Yeah.
he does these things where
Just,
it's like
just run
that's
it
where
up
you
the
got to
middle.
capitalize.
Just run it up the middle. There we go. Hand off the Chubb. That's some hero football right there. Big hit
Yeah.
there, but Nick Chubb, I don't know if he's fumbled this cycle. It's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line, another timeout. Plenty of time. You still got one more timeout left, 35 seconds. You can easily get into field goal range. You get a field goal on this drive, it's a big dub.
Oh yeah. Does he have freight train activate? Oh, he has to
No,
be like
not
one or
yet.
two away.
Not yet. He's close. Drops back. He may. Oh, my goodness. He is lucky that didn't flutter out for a pick. And now, again, gets away with 1 second and 10.
Does he have quick draw? It looked like Baker might have quick draw,
He
which
might.
maybe helps him a little bit. So
He might. I can't
that's
pull. I can't
rough.
pull it up on my computer right now. Everybody was.
Does, you got to see. I run the ball another time. I think Alex is waiting for you to pass this ball. So
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like if he gets a couple, he still has that one timeout, so you can get one more run in, and maybe you can hurry
yeah,
up and get another run in. Oh, there's a still play if I've ever seen one. Drops back, he's got Chubb wide open, throws to the Chubb, and there's just nobody on that side of the field, easily in field goal range here, and he's going to go ahead and take this one out of bounds. Took it out of bounds a little early, but able to go ahead and get out of bounds regardless, and now he has the opportunity where he can take opportunity shots to the end zone.
yeah. I mean, even you still can hit that little middle of the field, 10 yards. He has that timeout. This is big. This is a huge drive for here. Starting at the 1 yard line, coming all the way down. He's at the 18 in the Super Bowl. About have a chance to
I
go up
don't like
21
this play
nothing.
call. I don't like it. He wants to. He's not going to force. He just takes off with Baker and runs that out of bounds. Didn't like what he saw. First 2 reads weren't there. Ran it out. 2nd and 5.
That's fine. You only took off 6 seconds. I mean, still have probably about 3 more plays, maybe 2 more towards the end zone. But that's perfectly fine. You want to come away with 3 points here. If you anything less than 3 points is
Yeah.
atrocious.
I mean, me personally, I'm probably not even taking any shots to the end zone. I don't see a reason to. I would just hand the ball off. But
Yeah, I can
that's
see
just
that
me.
too.
I don't see any reason your defense is playing well. Get those points. That's absolutely don't want to do that. That could have easily been a fumble, and now that's 3 times he's made mistakes on this drive.
Oh.
That could have been turnovers, but in this instance, it is not. Again, he's going to run this down to a few seconds, call a timeout, and get a field goal here.
That's
And
one of those RPOs where it's if it's like you have to hold the button perfectly or they don't hand it off, which it's like one of the only ones they haven't patched.
Alex says that took so much mental toughness to not throw that ball. I don't know. Why would wouldn't even call a play for a pass option there.
Fuck, man.
No, I think I throw it somewhere short where you have like the dump off there. It's open. It's open.
There's no chance I throw that ball. Anyways, that is the first half now, and we've got ourselves a shutout so far. It is 17-0. The AFC North looking to keep the trend going of Super Bowls. One of the best divisions in Better League history, potentially.
Yeah, what are your predictions for the second half? Do you think Alex comes out? Does he get a stop at all? Like,
I have faith that little Alex will make it a game. Now, will he come back and win? I don't know. But will he come back and make it a one-possession game again? I feel like he will.
Yeah, a lot's riding on this drive. Obviously, every drive in the Super Bowl is huge, but like, yeah, you got to get some points here. You know, got to get a touchdown this drive. Absolutely have to get a touchdown this drive.
And I'm sure he's already thinking to himself that he knows he has a whole half of football. 17 points to anyone in this league is not a lot. That is not a huge lead for a half of football. So just take it just one down at a time. It is going to drop back clean and very quickly dumps that down to Gibson. Might be a little antsy there. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But dumps it down. He will get a good chunk, and now he's going to go hurry up. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but you know what that means. London Daniel is Lamar Jackson, shotgun formation. Antonio Gibson to the left-hand side. He's got a bunch to the right-hand side. And over to the left-hand side is a wide receiver. I don't know his name. Number 5. He's going to go ahead and drop back. Clean pocket. He's going to go ahead and throw it up the field. Risky throw against Ward, and that could have easily been an interception. Great play by Ward to knock that out 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he's just not playing good football right now. It's just everything's either underneath or these deep seam shots. Like, Hero's locked in on it. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's almost like he knows exactly what plays he's going to call.
Yeah, and that's tough for somebody that you only play in the Super Bowl, really. And he drops back. He wanted Gibson, wasn't there, and throws it out. And that's just an unfortunate animation, and that's going to be short of the first down. And that's a 4th and 3. And, I mean, your thoughts? What would you do here?
I think you have to think about going for it. At least come out and play.
Came out quick. This is an easy decision. Justin says Hero's defense is so damn good. I'm not sure that was a defensive play there. That it was more sort of just an unfortunate animation here. Had a 4th down earlier and didn't get it. Has Kittle wide open, throws low, and Kittle doesn't get the animation. That's a turnover on downs. A couple, just a lot of unfortunate animations for this Washington team, and he quickly calls a pause, his one pause of this half, and this is a damn timeout if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, I just don't get, like, through the whole year, you watch him use Lamar perfectly. Like, when he has to get out of the pocket, he gets out of the pocket. He gets some yards. It's like,
come on, man. He was open. Like, he didn't do anything wrong there.
No, not that play. I'm talking about like these. Watching this game so far, it's like he's not using Lamar at all. He's just trying these short passes that are getting 2-3 yards. It's terrible offense that I'm seeing right now.
Post game, we can figure out what his game plan was, but right now, obviously, it's not looking like it's working. Touchdown here is going to make it real tough, and I don't know if that throw is really worth the 2 yards, but 2nd and 8.
I doubt we see a throw over 5 yards from Hero unless he sees something like wide open, like roll out. Yeah, like he's not going to look deep.
And what a great play by the defense there to take Nick Chubb down for a loss. Now a 3rd and 12. You get another loss here, it's going to be a tougher field goal, but great job by this Washington defense.
Yeah, I wonder what like the chat thinks. Like, I think you still kind of have to be like semi-aggressive. Like, you don't want to just keep settling for field goals, but like,
I would.
It's way too much time
until he proves to me that he can score. I'm playing hero football. I'm playing conservative.
Okay.
That's my personal opinion. Lucky just got into the chat, says 17-0 question mark. Yes, that is the Washington record and also the score to this game. Hand off to Chubb here, and Chubb has a chance. He's going to be short of that 1st down, but now it's a much easier field goal here, and I would be shocked if he goes for this. 1,000% shocked if he goes for this. It makes absolutely no sense if he goes for this. He had a similar go for it when he played him the first time. It made no sense. I don't see it.
This is also his coach's decision. I mean, this is 4th and 3. There's
the timeout. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know why you wasted timeout. I might have just let the delay of game happen, to be honest.
Yeah. No, this is smart. Take your field goal. I'm okay with kicking the field goals and playing smart, but I just don't want to get over conservative.
That field goal is good. Now it is 20-0 against this Washington team that now has basically a quarter and a half. Actually, well, forgot we went to 8-minute quarters. A little over a quarter and a half now. Cody says, no bad decision. Don't go for it. He did not. He listened to you, Cody. Thank the Lord, he says. And now Washington's going to take over. And you got to think, it's a 3-possession game, all touchdowns. And you only have a quarter and a half. So it's starting to get a little pressed. Got to get a little bit more pep in your step on this drive. Especially with Hero, who just owns time of possession.
Oh, yeah. And what's he going to do? Like, what do you change up? What do you do differently here if you're Alex?
I might go like Kyler Murray did in the second half of the AFC Championship game. First, second read's not there. Just blow out the pocket and run for the first down.
Right.
At this point, hike and haul all you can, in my opinion. I know that's not going to be a popular choice, but I would. And then George Kittle's going to go ahead and bring that one and stays in bounds and then brought down. I might go ahead and hurry it up here. He is going to hurry it up here. Lamar Jackson's go under center here. We'll get your thoughts in here in a second. Lamar Jackson is in shotgun formation. He's got 2 receivers on the left-hand side. George Kittle in the slot on the right-hand side. It's going to be hand off to Gibson. Gibson's going to try to bounce it outside and then gets right into the bear hug of number 91.
Yeah, I don't know if Hero has some kind of zone drops on or something, but the corner opposite, like the slot side, is just breaking down on those cover 3s. And those corner routes are wide open if he throws them real quick on those, like that Kittle play.
Drops back, and he's going to go ahead and dump it down to Gibson. Makes that 1-man miss. Can he make a 2nd-man miss? He does. Can he make a 3rd-man miss? He does. Can he make a 4th-man miss? No, he doesn't. But that's a big play there by Antonio Gibson. And now this is the best drive he's had all game within close to the red zone.
Yeah, and this is what this is the Alex that we've seen all year. Like, just take what it gives, but give the threat of a deep shot. You don't have to just throw it to Gibson every play on these little drags.
Yeah, I mean, Gibson's a hell of a player. I mean, it gets tempting when you have somebody that can make it that 1st-man miss almost every single time to not get him the ball quickly. But 1st and 10 here, and Cody says underrated part of the game so far is Hero bagging up Gibson. And then says, oops, spoke too soon.
I do love that he keeps staying with the run, though.
Once the corner is not there, he's going to take off of Lamar and just slide down smart. And that is some discipline there. I want to get it in before he goes to this play here, but little Alex in the past would have tried to dive into the end zone. Hands it off to Gibson, and Gibson gets it in for the touchdown there. Great job, great drive.
Great, yeah, that's what you need as an answer. Like, yeah, there's Lamar. That's what we wanted to see. That we want to see him use Lamar a little bit, hit Gibson, get him in like open space instead of throwing him to him in 3 people.
I want to touch back on that. A little Alex with the Buffalo Bills would have tried to dive into that end zone and try to press. But new little Alex in Madden 22, while he does not have a Super Bowl ring yet, he was able to go ahead and slide down and play up for another down as opposed to trying to force it in and runs it in for the next one. I appreciate the growth very much. 1st and 10 now for the Cleveland Browns and Washington. They get a stop here and they're back in this. So they got to go ahead. Best case scenario, get it to a 3 and out here. Obviously not best case scenario, but really good scenario. Stop them in 3 downs here. Hand it off to Chubb, and that's a great start. Knocks him down. Unfortunate animation to get a couple yards, but still, holding Chubb to 2 yards is great.
Oh yeah, you're not bringing Chubb down without him falling forward. So, I mean, let's get a stop here. I mean, even if you hold him to a field goal, it's not at the end of the world. It's still a 2-possession game, but if he can get a stop here, 3 and out, Alex is going to be getting some momentum going back.
And just absolutely stacking the box like this against Hero is something that's never really worked for me. You've beaten him, I think, a couple more times than I have. I think I've only beaten him twice. In the 6-7 times we played or whatever it is. 3rd and 8 now, and I feel like the best thing you can do is just trust your user ability to just stop the run and still play those outside dump offs. I mean, what's worked for you?
For me, like calling cover 3 and using the slot corner, and if you think it's a run, just kind of coming between the tackle and guard.
Yeah.
Just diving.
Great user play. Great user play. I'm going to do an instant replay there because everything in his mind wanted to stop the running back Nick Chubb coming out of the backfield, and he was able to go ahead and stop on a dime with Apke and cover that in route, which Hero is waiting on, and he got bagged up from the pass rush. Fantastic job. There it is with Apke, able to go ahead and make that play. That's fantastic. That's what gets you back in this game. And Tariq Cohen go ahead and falls down. That pisses me off. Like, why do you even have him returning kicks if
Oh
he's
my
just
God,
going to go down?
you had the whole left side too. I mean, you could have got something. I understand you don't want to fumble, but you had a little bit of a lane there. But exactly what Alex just did is what I like to do against Hero. You know, you use her that flat. You kind of like show the flat. I feel like once he sees somebody covered, he looks off of them, and you have the chance to,
Yeah, he usually won't look back.
yeah, and you have a chance to dive at Chubb's legs.
There was an underneath to Mike Evans. Mike Evans able to get a good chunk of yards there. And again, honestly, he did that, and he had the whole right side of the field completely wide open. If he just escaped artists, he would have gotten like 25, 30 yards. He doesn't think that way, but in a game like this, you might have to, but it's still a good game there on first down, second and 3.
Yeah, I mean, you still want to stay in the pocket and look for your guys to get open, but like the thought is,
There he is, wide open, throws it to him. Able to go ahead and set his feet and throw that. That's good discipline. Able to go ahead and get close to out of bounds. It is going to be inbounds, and now down at the 26-yard line. Lamar Jackson doesn't have great stats, but he's making up for it in the second half.
now I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but do you think about like, obviously you got to get the touchdown here, but do you think about like going for 2 in case he gets a field goal?
No, I don't go for 2 unless I absolutely have to. That's just a personal decision. Lamar
Just curious
Jackson.
what the chat thinks.
Yeah, well, let us know, folks. And he's going to go ahead and throw it underneath there, 84. And 84 not able to get out of bounds. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we're going down to 3, 2, 1, ladies and gentlemen. Put your 4s in the chat. One more time. Put your 4s in the chat. Throw them up there, ladies and gentlemen. Put those 4s in the chat for Super Bowl 36. Can't wait for Super Bowl 44. We throw the 4s in the chat. That's going to be nuts. To Gibson, who's able to go ahead and get that first down here. And I just feel like it's going to be really tough for here to stop him from getting into the end zone here because he's on a groove on these last few drives. He drops back, could easily run this one outside. I would go ahead and take off. He throws it upfield to Wharton. Wharton breaks one tackle and gets close to the first down marker. I think they're going to mark him short, and it is going to be a 1st and goal. Just kidding. It's a hurry up. I'll get you to Austin here. Second, Lamar Jackson, the shotgun formation. He's got 2 wide receivers. The left hand side, 2 tight ends. It's going to be hand off to Gibson. Gibson's going to head back in the field, and that's going to be close in for the touchdown.
Great play. Great. This is what I was talking about, though. Like, Alex is going to go on a run, and, you don't want to just keep settling for 3. You don't want to get conservative. Like, you still need to have that, like, mentality. You were playing great. Just keep doing the same thing.
We just saw, y'all didn't see it because we were on the instant replay, but I saw Hero grab his phone, start texting. I just imagine him texting all caps, help. Like I said before, I little Alex, I figured he would come back and make it a 1 possession game, and here we are. And he's on a roll here, and this is the most important drive of the game right now. Because if he was able to go ahead and go down the field and at least get some sort of points, it's absolutely huge for momentum.
See, me, like I said, like if you go for that 2, like you're not worried about him getting a field goal. You can give up like a chunk play, but if he takes a ton of time off here, it's a 2 possession game after that. You got to get a stop. Got to make him punt.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I mean, it's unorthodox, I guess. Drops back. He wants X. It's going to be covered really, really well. He's going to head dump it down to A, Austin Hooper. And Austin Hooper, I would just stay in bounds. If I'm Hero, I'm never going out of bounds unless I absolutely have to for whatever reason.
Yeah. Madden 22 is just one of those games where it's like so easy to score. It's like all about possessions and how many you can maximize. And let's see, it's a huge drive. I mean, it's crazy. I feel like we haven't seen Chubb very often now. Either he's not been doing much or he just like a lot of these PA crossers and stuff on first down.
Yeah. And Dan says these are the drives I always talk about. Says he wishes Connor was here. I also wish Connor was here too. He's a little busy. We're getting close to 30 users. This is 30 viewers. This is the highest we've had in a little bit of definitely of this playoffs. So I appreciate everybody being in here. If you're not already followed to the channel, please go ahead and hit that follow button. If you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Feel free to do so. 2nd and 7 now here in the Super Bowl. We've got ourselves a drive. Cleveland taking over here. It's a 2nd and 7. Big drive we were just talking about. Washington absolutely wants to get a stop here and have the opportunity to go ahead and take the lead potentially for the first time in the game. It is going to be handoff to Chubb, and fantastic job by little Alex there.
Wow. What a great user. Like little wiggle around the offensive lineman getting in there. That trap play is either 20 yards or 0, and the user really crushed that one.
Yeah, it was the user all there because, I mean, that hole was there.
Yeah.
That's how the linebacker or the defensive back was able to come through that hole there. So great job. And that was all user. So fantastic job by Alex to anticipate that run. And now it's obviously has no chance of running it here. A few adjustments, and this is usually a play he wants Levens or Lang. He drops back. He's got RB, and he throws. Oh, I thought that was going to be intercepted. If he was just a little bit more patient, he would have easily had the guy over the middle.
Wow.
4th and 7. We're doing a
It's
replay on that.
just a tale of two halves. I mean, you see Austin play so well in the first half. He's locked in, hitting everybody open. Now it's like the nerves of the Super Bowl are setting in. This is the drive.
Here
Like, can
comes
Alex go
Levens.
down?
Levens is wide open. I can't believe that he wasn't more patient there. I think that was a predetermined decision from before he even hiked the ball. He knew where he was going.
I'm excited. This is what we want from the Super Bowl, man. We were
Yep.
17-0. People were in here like, oh, what a dog game. But like,
I
this is what we want. We want this drive.
Me and you both knew that he would make it into a 1-possession game. And now Lamar
Yeah.
Jackson's going to do a play action. He wants Gibson's not there. He's there. Throw it up to 5. Can he get that toe drag? Swag he does for the big thrower. Oh, no. They're going to say he didn't catch it. I didn't think we're going to see it.
Oh, and he can't pause it. He used his pause.
Oh, no. So this is why I wish that Madden had a challenge button. Like
Do you ask Austin to pause for you?
there's no way. There's no way if I'm Austin, I'm pausing it.
Do you think Cody would pause it? Cody would pause it for
Nobody but Boss would pause it.
you. Boz would challenge for you.
Boss would be like, oh, what a terrible call there. Let me get that for you.
Oh, come on, bloke.
He might just punt it back to you. And I'm getting a little bit of a lag spike there. Oh, good play by Gibson. Able to go ahead and get to the first down. Makes up a little bit for it.
Man. As I said, you can't over pursue on Gibson.
Now we
Like
got first one free. Not like it matters because honestly, he makes that first one miss anyways. Hand off to Gibson.
Yeah.
And then brought down for only maybe a yard. 13 rushes, 47 yards. For the most part, like Cody said earlier, I've been completely bagged this game.
Yeah, and this is a drive where, like, again, I know I keep talking about these like analytic type plays, but like you got to either score super fast or so slow.
Brings down Ward to the line of scrimmage. Drops back. He wants Kittle. Not there. You can make that man miss. Yep, go ahead and slide down. Able to go ahead. I think they're going to give him the first down. He slid a little bit before it. They do give it to him first and 10, so hurry up. Lamar Jackson in the shotgun formation again. 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Good George Kittle with the tight end. Tony Gibson. We got 2 X factors lit up, and that's Truz, and that's when Lamar Jackson is absolutely dangerous. You can juke all over the field. He's going to go ahead and dump it down on the wheel to Gibson. Gibson does an early spin and then brought down short of the first down.
You slow it down if I'm Alex. I mean, Hero wasted 2 timeouts.
Yeah,
slow it
you got
down,
plenty
man.
of game left. I'm not sure what he sees that we don't see that he's really trying to take advantage of here.
Yeah, you want this to be the last drive. You want this drive to be the game-winning drive,
or at least like keep it low. Did he just go down on purpose? I think that's so soft, like it might be smart.
No, I
just hate it.
I bet he tried to dive. And maybe double tapped, or it didn't work.
Dive on a second down? I'm not sure. Good call. He's tired, says Dan. All right, fine. Just run it, bro. Just run it.
He has first one free.
No, run the ball with Lamar.
What are we doing here?
You have it there. I know you don't want to like cheese Lamar, but do it. It's the Super Bowl, baby. This is why you traded all this stuff for him, is to make these plays for you. So do it. Use him.
Listen,
He's
if you're
got
going to get a
trust.
escape artist, go win all the Super Bowls, because who cares if you won them all with the
Drops
escape
back.
artist.
He's got a man. He throws that low ball and lives and dies by it. It cost him earlier, but able to go ahead and get it in there. Now we got another hurry up. He's 3 minutes left. He's got plenty of time. Lamar Jackson will be shotgun formation, bunch to the right hand side. He's got the wide receiver to the left hand side. Tony Gibson and Lamar Jackson still lit up with their X factors. Making a few adjustments on this Cleveland defense. He's going to head and take his time. He's thinking about what he wants to do here.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. Take your time if you have to. But Gibson has first one free. Like, you get that first juke. I hope he just doesn't fumble
He
again.
wants the corner not there. He's going to take off Lamar, and you just can't escape artist up the middle. It's just not going to be successful majority of the time. Although I did see a couple for you in the AFC Championship game.
PTSD to Kyler fumbling twice against you. That was terrible.
Well, obviously I've got some premier edge rushers there that both like strip the ball really well.
Yeah, they're probably not Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah, those guys suck. So. 2nd and 12 here. A few adjustments, 8 seconds left. It is going to be a pass. Drops back. George Kittle's butt naked. He completely misses it. And he's going to throw it up the field out of bounds. George Kittle was just butt naked, and he missed it. Tough miss. Tough read.
I think he hot routed him too. Like, what are we doing here? We're reverting back to the first half, Alex. Like, he was just locked in, dialed in, and
he's locked into something, but it wasn't the right one.
Hey, great adjustment by Hero though on this drive.
For sure. 3rd and 12. This is a big play, and just get a good chunk. You don't have to get all of it. Take off. Oh, and that's gonna be a pick. Oh no, we got away with one, and that's going to be a 4th and 12 here. And now this is the play of the Super Bowl. Technically, it won't be over if he doesn't get it, but it'd be really, really tough to try to stop Nick Chubb in one set of downs. Lucky in the chat says CMass is right. At a certain point, you got to cheese with Lamar. What makes him so deadly with Lamar cost him on that 3rd down.
Right. Like, I mean, people are going to get on you about having escape artists anyways. I'd rather have the rings with escape artists than
Take it.
be the Super Bowl loser 3 times in a row. Come on, man.
Take it. I wish I could root for the NFC here, but unfortunately, Lox is a terrible human being. Jeez, wow. All right, 4th and 12 here. This is the play of the game. Lamar Jackson make a few adjustments. Just absolutely nobody on the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a rush of 3. Drops back, so he will have plenty of time. He wants the corner to Mike Evans. It's not there, and he forces it. Absolutely forces it. Gets bailed out. He gets bailed out. Mike Evans makes the play of the Super Bowl. Absolutely huge play, and he still has a chance.
That's deep out elite. I mean, that's what it's going to do. It's broken. And 20 yards, feet inbounds, he's going to catch that ball.
Oh my God. Hand off to Gibson here, and that might just be justice for the McLaurin tip in the 1st Super Bowl. That might be justice for the Gibson fumble in the 2nd Super Bowl to be able to get a break like that. Justin says it doesn't work. Just like Cloud says, deep out elite doesn't work. That's funny.
Right. There we go, chewing clock.
2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, absolutely take as much time as possible. Hand off to Gibson here. But the crazy thing is that for me, I want to take as much time as possible, but I'm also down by a touchdown here, so I'm going to get it if it's there. It's not like
I'm okay scoring on 3rd. Yeah, I'm okay on scoring on this 3rd down. Like, you got 30 seconds. You hope Hero's going to – I mean, he has to call a timeout. I guess not if you're scoring. Never mind. I'm dumb. But this is what you want.
All right, here we go.
2 plays.
I wouldn't be shocked if I see a run play here.
I hope he turns chew clock off if he doesn't score here.
Play action, nobody there. Take off. And he just, good job there by Jadeveon Clowney. And now he's taking down 4th and goal at the 6-yard line. I think he's going to go ahead and take this down to the last seconds to make this the last play of the game is what it looks like. Down by 6 points. A touchdown.
This is the Super Bowl.
Pretty much. This is the Super Bowl here.
This is it. But this is what we came for. This is why we play the game.
And I love that play action F slide play, but I hate it in the red zone.
Yeah, that's the one that like my receiver got stuck at the back of the goal line. He hit that post. I was wide open. Just another play.
Yeah, if that A receiver is not open, then there's not really much else you can go for in the red zone here. I would have called a timeout if I was Hero. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, he just wants this to be the last play of the game. I get it. Or, whatever. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, 4th and goal from the 6-yard line. I'm
saying Kittle.
It's got to be. I mean,
it's cover 2.
All of them are superstars. Who cares?
That corner is going to be open if this is cover 2.
It's not there. It's not there. Lamar Jackson takes off, and he's going to throw it to the field. Mike Evans is short. That's the game. Hero with his 2nd Super Bowl. Congratulations to Hero with his 2nd Super Bowl this cycle. What a game. This might go down as one of the best Super Bowls of all time, on the level of Super Bowl 30, on the level of other ones I don't recall. Dan will tell us. What a fantastic game. Congratulations to Hero.
Wow. What a game. I mean, that's just unfortunate, man. That's just, oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, you're going to second guess the whole time, but I mean, I guess you could have rolled out with Lamar on that last play. A little bit to the right, but go off. Look at him. Go off.
Hello. Technical difficulties. My headphones ran out of battery, so give me a second, and I just got to plug them in, and I should be able to hear you in a second. So go ahead and talk a little.
That was what a Super Bowl. I mean, it was just a game of 2 halves, and I can't believe I was a part of this. It's obviously more fun to win them, but this was up there with some of the best ones that played in, watched. Great Super Bowl. Congrats to Hero. He did what he had to do. He did enough that he had to do.
Again, I can't talk about what a great game that was. I mean, what a fantastic performance in both halves by both users. First half was all Hero. Second half, I wouldn't say it's all Alex, but it was definitely a majority Alex. And it just came down to the last play. It just came down to that last play. And that's all you can ask for, is have the opportunity to have the ball in your hands to try and win a Super Bowl. And Alex came up short for the third straight time, and I feel bad for him, but that's just how it is. And now we just had the coach come in. If you could mute our stream, or actually, no, it's probably my fault. I'm going to mute your stream. We got Hero in here. Hero, you had the stage. Go ahead and talk about the game, brother.
I mean, it was honestly a tale of two halves because I felt so good in the first half. I feel like everything I was doing defensively, honestly, offensively too, for the most part, was how I wanted the game to go. Like take care of the ball, get the run game going, all that kind of stuff. But I mean, he figured me out, and the second half, I was just hanging on for dear life. I couldn't get anything going, and I I got that, I got that stand obviously at the end there. I was contemplating calling a timeout, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it ride. It's coming down to this final play. But I mean, every time playing little Alex, it's so tough. And honestly, that could have gone either way. I mean, it was close right there on that last play. That's for damn sure. So
Hero, this is your second Super Bowl of this cycle. Pre-cycle, people were talking about you being the fourth place team in this division almost regularly, and now you've had your second Super Bowl in 3 years, bringing it home for the third straight year for the AFC North. I mean, what do you want to say to your haters out there? What do you want to say to the people that didn't think that you could do it, now just clearing through the AFC playoffs and beating a team that was undefeated twice?
yeah, I mean, I think if there was some haters, um, they had reason to be a hater. They had reason to question my ability to, win the big games and win the playoffs. Frankly, people weren't wrong. I think, I can absolutely attribute a lot of my success to the fact that, you know, obviously I got the Cleveland Browns. There's a lot of people that get really good teams and are not able to,
Hey, now.
win the Super Bowl. But and that's not a shot at anybody,
I
right?
know,
But
I know, I know.
I think it's a testament to, like, you still got to win those big games, and I feel like I've come a long way in winning those big games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't want to use this platform like I used this platform last night and to be all toxic because you know I I don't think that's the best look for the league.
Sure.
And after a little bit of reflection, like, I came at Steele the wrong way last night. Um,
That shit was hilarious, though.
yeah, it might have been funny, but I mean, it's not the look that I want. It was a lot of emotions in the moment, all that kind of stuff, and frankly, a lot of these guys in this league, you know, meeting them in Miami, just a bunch of brothers and good friends. So I try to put that, all those like toxic comments and the stuff in the Slack channel. I take that with a grain of salt now. You know what I mean? It's just Slack chat. So.
Yeah. Steele, questions for the coach.
First, congrats. I mean, way to keep it in the AFC North. That's I
Yeah.
love. And it looked like, I'm not gonna say this as a negative, but it looked like
Sure.
in the second half you were kind of packing it in and like getting
Yeah.
away from what you did in the first half. And I feel like that's the Madden 21 Austin was kind of creeping in there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you were listening to the stream or if you listened to it back, but I was like, you can't, like, you got to just keep your foot on his throat, like,
Yeah.
take him out, like, and it almost backfired, but obviously, like, you did enough, you won the game. Like, it was crazy. It was a great game. It looked like you kind of locked back in like the end of the middle of the fourth quarter, and that was really good. But did you feel yourself kind of like
Mhm.
catching up and getting nervous? I mean, it's a Super
Oh
Bowl.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
knows.
yeah. I mean, honestly, that last play, I thought I was done. As Lamar stepped up, I honestly thought he had the touchdown. Um, I also made a super boneheaded decision. I got greedy, tried to go for that pick with Delpit there at the end. Mike Evans came down with a spectacular catch.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it. I don't know if I packed it in, but I definitely was way more conservative in the second half than I think I was in the first half. And frankly, Nick Chubb just wasn't getting as much as he usually does, and that's kind of who I played through. And little Alex is a good run defender. Um, Honestly, my thought process was I'm up 20, and I just need to take care of the ball. That's always kind of my strategy: take care of the ball as best as possible. Um, it was 17-0, and I wanted to go for it on 4th and 3 there to really just like put the game away. And I don't know if you guys saw my reaction, but I was literally sitting there contemplating whether or not I was going to pull the trigger, and I
I think
hated
you
it.
did the better. I think it
What's
was.
that?
I think you did the right thing.
Yeah, well,
we were begging you not to go for it.
Well, I mean, yeah, my thought process was like, if he stops this, like it's gonna give him a little momentum, and he ended up getting momentum anyways. But
Sure.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I would say like it looked like you kind of went away from Chubb for a little bit in the second half, like. But
yeah,
honestly, like the first half, it was just like demon mode, and just it was great. And hats off to Alex. You came back in the Super Bowl. It's hard to do. I mean, I was in that situation last night, and it just felt like there was literally nothing you could do. But you came back in the Super Bowl and were able to come within a play of winning it.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it was a fun one. That was a really
That
good,
was that
entertaining
was sweaty. I
Super Bowl.
don't know if it was like super fun from your guys' perspective, because I think it
I
was
had a great
it
time.
was probably a little bit conservative on my side, but little Alex was starting to rock me in that second half. So
I was saying when I calmed a little Alex and Connor's game, like how similar of a play style it was, and I got to say this one was very similar, sim style play calling. I mean, there was only, I think that one Mike Evans catch was the only one that really felt like it was just like, wow, like what a play by EA there.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, just a clean game in the Super Bowl. And back to that 4th down. I mean, honestly, if you didn't get it, you only been up by 3 points. You would have kicked that field goal. We'd still be playing right now.
yeah, for sure.
Obviously, there's some different things that could happen in between, but let's go ahead and move on to the other coach. And obviously, Hero, we'll get back to you for your final thoughts before we close out for season 36. Let's go ahead and take a little Alex. Your thoughts on the game?
I'm so fucking sick of winning, demolishing everyone in the regular season and getting my fucking ass smacked by the AFC North. Ian, Cam, if you guys are listening still, we're getting fucked up tomorrow. I am not breathing. Good game, Hero. You played great. In the first half, I literally threw my hands up in the air and was just kind of like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? But I thankfully dialed in. I felt like I contained Chubb. My new little game plan I had somewhat worked. Well, actually, I mean, I think it did ultimately work. It just, for some reason, my offense failed me today. Yeah. I did not play up to par, and I think I even had the touchdown with Lamar at the end because you kind of pull it off to go for the pick, like you said, I think. Yep. And I think I had the touchdown there, and this is something Dan said always sits with me. He says, like, go play your games without any regrets, like end the game without regretting anything. And man, it's so hard when it comes down to the last play, and I'm regretting so many things, and it's fucking eating at me. Like the last Super Bowl we played, it was like, all right, whatever, like good game, blah blah blah, whatever. It didn't come down to the end or to the last play necessarily, or like the steal one, same type of thing. But this one is gonna fucking hurt. So good game. Thank you guys commentating. Maybe one day I'll win a Super Bowl, but now fucking Cody has Gunslinger, Austin has Gunslinger, CMass. I'm not worried about your set feet lead, and I don't even know who. I'm kidding.
That's fair.
But a lot of people got easy mode this year, so it's gonna be an interesting next season.
I know you probably don't want to like relive the game or whatever, but
no,
like,
I really don't.
what changed in the half? Like, what did your offense? Like, we were all saying at the chat, saying it, like you didn't use Lamar at all. Like, and then when you started to a little bit, like it looked like the game kind of opened up. Like you seemed timid in the first half, just dumping it off into like triple coverage, throwing it up the seam. Like, what changed?
At halftime, I sat there and stared at the floor, and then I made my coach's adjustments and said a little prayer. And I don't
you yell
know.
at yourself like Connor did? Wake up!
Oh, it was very similar to that, but it was come the fuck on, dude. And I kind of like smacked myself, but not super hard, not like those bodybuilders with roid rage. So I don't know. I kind of hyped myself up, and then just like in the first half, my game plan was kind of just to sit in those heavier formations, but I feel like I got scared that his passing attack would beat them. In the second half, I felt like I just said, fuck it. Like, he's going to beat me through the air. And I kind of feel like I went a little more heavy on those, like, 3rd and 8s. And I kind of just trusted my defense to make a play. Like, on that 4th down, Jalen Smith. Never seen a linebacker guard a fucking receiver like that outside. But I'll take it. So yeah, I guess I just trusted my defense more in the second half, and that kind of gave me more confidence on defense.
Little Alex, I gotta say, I was a big fan of yours all game. There's around halftime, Steele asked me, he's just like, "Do you think that Hero runs away with this?" And I said, "I have absolute confidence that little Alex will at least get this to a 1-score game and make it a game again." Maybe last Madden, little Alex wouldn't do that. I'm confident that you've grown so much as not only as a Madden player, but I think as a person too. You've matured a little bit. And then there was a play that Lamar Jackson was running it towards the end, and it looked like you had a chance. Maybe if you dive, you'd be able to go ahead and get in there and get that in for the touchdown. I said last Madden, Lamar Jackson, if he had him, he would have tried to dive and get that in and force it and then fumble the ball. This time you slid down to the 1-yard line. Next play ran in with Gibson. And I just said, little Alex has just matured so much as a player to be able to have the discipline to go down and not try to get it all on that one play. So you came up short this game, but I just want to say I'm very impressed with the improvement that you've made as a player. Your time is due. We keep saying that after every Super Bowl. It's coming. I told you the only way you're beating an NFC North team in the Super Bowl is if it's me. So you just got to pray that I somehow make a run.
Please make a run.
I'll try. But anyways, obviously tough loss here. I'll get your final thoughts on season 36, and then we'll get back to the Super Bowl champion and get his final thoughts.
The more I kind of like relax and come off the high, I'm starting to come like more calm and more just like, all right, like I gotta win one. I mean, I can't make it. Like if I were to make every single Super Bowl this cycle and not win at least one, I swear to God, I would probably contemplate quitting. So
I would say,
what?
Go ahead.
Sorry,
go ahead. Finish. I thought you were.
I was just saying, I feel like it's got to come at some point. My team, I think, is going to get better in the offseason. I have a few ways to get a little more cap space.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see. I'm excited.
Two things. I probably wouldn't watch that last play because I think if you roll out, you went up and to the right, you might have scored.
Okay.
It's Steele. First off, hearing you say that somebody should roll out, it's just
Exactly.
weird. It's just weird. I'm not sure why you'd ever make that advice. That's something you never do.
And two,
don't look back at a play earlier
Lamar
when he had George Kittle up the seam. Don't look at that play. Absolutely.
I think you should trade Lamar.
Absolutely.
Maybe that'll help you.
Trade him
All
back
right,
to
Lamar's on the
Baltimore.
block. All right, send Don.
Okay, there we go. All right, Hero, you get your final thoughts on season 36. You've earned it with your second Super Bowl in 3 years. Some might say that's a dynasty, but you're getting close to it. Go ahead and get your final thoughts, and we'll go close this chapter on season 36 and enter the off season for season 37.
Yeah. Final thoughts is, it feels really good to win the second one. I said it, I think, the other day. I don't know if it was in the chat or in the post game, but winning that second one, I feel like that puts you, with some of the other users in this league that have like really proven themselves. And I immediately think of Cody. Like Cody's won 2 Super Bowls over the years, and everybody respects his game and his gameplay and stuff like that. So it feels really good to just be. And I'm probably not as some people might still say Cody's better, but just to be in that kind of company and the BL lore, if you will, it feels good. Little Alex is going to win one eventually. And I think I said this the last Super Bowl too, is, if either way it would have went, I would have been happy for little Alex to win it. Obviously, I'm not going to lay down and just give it to him. But it's the friendship that we have and how far we've come since we joined back in I joined in 19, but when he came in 20, I think it was, and he was the Titans, and we were both kind of trash back then. How far we've both come, it's always like a good rivalry that we got, a little, like a friendly rivalry that we got going on. And we message each other all the time in the DMs. And like I said, little Alex is going to get one eventually. So GG's to him. A couple plays, that 4th down where he dove and tried to, get over Gibson. He got it in the first Super Bowl. This time I got the animation. Just little plays like that sometimes are just the difference. But appreciate you guys commentating the game. And still, I'm sorry, bud.
Don't be sorry. You're good.
Congratulations to Hero. That's going to close the chapter on another fantastic season of Better League season 36. Now moving on to season 37, I'm assuming Alex, out of respect to Hero was waiting to advance until after the post game. So now I'm assuming we will be advancing here shortly to season 37, and that's going to wrap it up for season 36. Thank you so much for watching. In my opinion, one of the best Super Bowls of Better League history. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your night.